Hello, this is Angelia. And let's see this. I guess our mic is not going to happen today. So hopefully you can hear me. you know, maybe I'll turn this up and that'll help. But this mic, I guess I need a new mic. Some days this works, some days it don't. And it's been a while. I've been busy. uh, and then I was sick for a week. That was no fun. And I don't know if y'all heard about Miss Dolly today. Miss Dolly Parton passed away. So prayers for peace for her soul and her family and friends that they can find comfort. So, send one up for Miss Dolly. And I'm going to change the way I've been doing my Bible reading because I thought I would have more time to get through this. I just turned 59. My birthday card and all my little stuff, my little decors sitting back there, not all of it. But my husband went all out. He bought all this decor to decorate, the house and everything. And some of it we went ahead and put up. But, um, my son and his girlfriend and daughter came, and my other son and his, fiance, and the kids came, and my youngest son came. His girlfriend had to work, so I forgive her for not coming. But we had a great time. We had okay dinner. The restaurant was a little off that day, but they were busy, so and we had a very nice party where everybody had a good time. So I feel blessed that I was able to have that. But since I only have a year left, I said I promised my husband I would stop teaching when I was 60 because he wants to retire. He's hoping he can retire at 64, around 65 maybe. It just depends on how things go. But definitely 65. So I told him I would retire when he was getting ready to retire from teaching. And that way I would concentrate on my creative pursuits. Because he said, I make more money on my creative pursuits than I do, teaching on YouTube and trying to get patrons. And he's right. I'm not monetized yet. So, he's got a point. So, when I'm 60, I'm going to stop teaching and concentrate on my creative pursuits because I do make more money at those. So I only got a year left, on teaching from the Bible. So I'm going to concentrate in the New Testament. That's where we need to be if we're Christians, anyways, in the New Testament. But I have, taught in the Old and everything, and so I was in there, and so I've decided to hold that off and concentrate on the New Testament because I don't know how long, I'm going to have. I'm busy. This is the first day, off, if you want to call it that, this week, and it's going to be the last day this week because for the next 3 days I'm going to be babysitting, and I'm fine with that. I enjoy it. My grandbaby is a sweetheart, and but since I don't know how much time I'm going to have left to be doing this, I'm going back to the New Testament and we're going to concentrate on that because that's if you're a Christian where you're supposed to be living, not back in the Old Testament. I can't tell you how many folks I've had discussions with because they're going to pull out something out of the Old Testament and it's like, wait, that's not what Jesus said. If you go to this is what Jesus said. And I've had ministers, professional, ministers, and I'm like, wait a minute. Well, you know what? Let's look at this. And I'll be thumbing through the Bible. They're like, well, you're not, guess what? Here it is, right here. Jesus said, and that's where we're supposed to be living. So if you get a pastor who's pulling stuff out of the Old Testament and pulling us some traditions of men out of his, I ain't going to go there. But yeah, that's not cool. So we're going to concentrate, get back into the New Testament and concentrate there. So, Matthew, the genealogy of Jesus. And I've been doing my genealogy and found out some pretty cool stuff. And of course, back in the day, that was pretty important. Who you were descended from was a big deal. So, a record of genealogy of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Abraham was the father of Isaac. Isaac, the father of Jacob. Jacob, the father of Judah and his brothers. Judah, the father of Perez and Zerah, whose mother was Tamar. Perez, the father of Hezron, Hezron, the father of Ram. Ram, the father of Aminadab. Aminadab, the father of Nahshon. Nahshon, the father of Salmon. Salmon, the father of Boaz, whose mother was Rahab. Boaz, the father of Obed, whose mother was Ruth. Obed, the father of Jesse, and Jesse, the father of King David. David was the father of Solomon, whose mother had been Uriah's wife. Solomon, the father of Rehoboam. Rehoboam, the father of Abijah. Abijah, the father of Asa. Asa, the father of Jehoshaphat. Jehoshaphat, the father of Jehoram. Jehoram, the father of Uzziah. Uzziah, the father of Jotham. Jotham, the father of Ahaz. Ahaz, the father of Hezekiah. Hezekiah, the father of Manasseh. Manasseh, the father of Amon. Amon, the father of Josiah. And Josiah, the father of Jeconiah and his brothers at the time of the exile to Babylon. After the exile to Babylon, Jeconiah was the father of Shealtiel. Shealtiel, the father of Zerubbabel. Zerubbabel, the father of Abiad. Abiad, the father of Eliakim. Eliakim, the father of Azor. Azor, the father of Zadok. Zadok, the father of Achim. Achim, the father of Elad. Elad, the father of Eleazar. Eleazar, the father of Mathan. Mathan, the father of Jacob. Jacob, the father of Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom was born Jesus, who is called Christ. Thus there were 14 generations in all, from Abraham to David, 14 from David to the exile in Babylon, and 14 from the exile to the Christ. And so there you are. Like I said, back in the day, it was pretty important what your genealogy was. And I've certainly not gone that far back in mine to find out 14 and 14 and 14 generations ago. It's slow going. And they add something, find something new every day, and now they got AI searching for you and helping you out. So but God had made a promise. And even though he was the seed for Mary's womb, he made a promise to David that it would come through his line. So Joseph, the husband of Mary, was his descendant. So, that's the genealogy of Jesus. Amen. Please like and share this word so we can spread it around the world. If you want to help me out, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to help me out even more, go to my Patreon page and become a patron. The links to that is in my posts. Thanks for watching. That's all for now. Until next time.